Let's see who shows up. Let me see. It's usually Jeremy, Bradley, or Native Wildman. Those are usually the folks that show up first. I have to go and get something. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi. Let's see who's here. First one. Let's see. Two people are here. Who was the first one? It's usually Bradley. Usually Bradley and Jeremy. That's what I was going to say. It's usually you two. Where in the devil did I put? Morning. So we had our paperwork signing, I guess you'd call it, for some of the stuff. There it is. For the house. Sunday we had Notary Republic. It's wet and cold today. Like my feet hurt. But no, we had, it rained all night last night. We had Notary Republic come yesterday with, well, actually, she's the escrow officer. So, nothing, Luke. What's up with you guys? I did have to contact a customer. I have a customer. He's been a customer for a long time. And we've talked about it. I was like, guys, don't just send me stuff. Like, I have to send his stuff back. I'm not taking on any sharpening right now because we're probably going to start packing up here in just the next few days. So sending me sharpening stuff right now, I don't want to be responsible for it. I'm packing up everything. I'm putting everything, getting everything organized so that I have it ready when I go to the new house. So sending me anything right now doesn't make sense. If you sent me a package, it's coming right back because I've shut down the sharpening for right now. I have to focus this week. I have to focus on the final paperwork for the, I'm not happy about this. I thought I had resolved this issue. Don't have a new house yet. That's trying to tell you guys. We haven't found a rental property yet. We are going to wind up renting this place from the new owners for a period of time. I told you guys this once before, but my kid's on the U.S. figure skating team. Her coaches are here. Why would I leave? Like, I don't like it here, but I get that, oh, you should leave all the time. I'm not staying in California because I like staying in California. I fucking hate it here. I hate their policies. I hate their rules. I hate the way that they fucking tax us on stupid shit. But this is where my daughter's coaches are. So it's not about me. I don't get to be selfish on this one. So everybody's telling me, oh, you should just leave there. Well, if I could find the coaching that she's getting now somewhere else, I'd go. But unfortunately, right now, I can't. So stop trying to get me to leave California because I fucking want to. I just can't ever figure out why one side of my beard grows faster than the other. Somebody's like, oh, is that the side you sleep on? No. This is not the side I sleep on. I sleep on this side. It's got to have something to do with my CPAP. That's the only thing I can think. And I guess it's more like at an angle. I think it's just because there's gray on this side. And it just makes it look longer. Now it looks fine. No, I'm not going to build a shop for myself. I'm staying local, Bradley. Why would I go to that? Get out. Stop asking silly questions. Here's the thing, too, and I've told you guys this before. I don't know if I'm going to make any more knives. It was a hobby to begin with. Yes, I came up with a couple really good designs. But the thing is, I've turned it into part of a business, and that hobby turned into work, and it took the fun out of it. I'm not a professional knife maker. I do have something I have to do a video. Just kidding, Bradley. I have a video I have to do about a couple things that came in. I've got an electric hand warmer. There'll be a link to it in the description of all my videos. It's an affiliate link. I'll go get it. I'll show you guys real quick here. I got it because Full 30 asked, like, hey, anybody want to try a product? I was like, fuck, I always need content. And so I got it, and then they sent me an affiliate link for it. And it is, sorry, it's a rechargeable hand warmer. And my daughter has one real similar, not quite the same. I think this actually works. I mean, it works the same, but it's real similar to what she has. And it's electric hand warmer. And I've been testing it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it works pretty freaking good. You can charge your phone with it. It's just a little pocket. It is metal, but it's Survival Frogs sent me this. So you turn it on, and then you just put it in your pocket. And granted, a lot of you guys are in Texas or in the Midwest, and I say these things. It's been getting down into like the low 40s at night. This thing already warmed up. You can feel it start to warm up already. That's chilly for those of us out here in San Diego. When it's down in the 40s and you're taking a dog out, this actually is a really cool idea, because the fact is, if you're a hunter, the other option you have is the disposable ones. And even if you buy them in bulk, they're like $1 each. And I know that my daughter was going through those handfuls at a time. And I'm like, man, those hand warmers are expensive. But this thing, it takes it like, it's already warmer. You can feel it warm up, and it just stays. It'll stay. It'll heat up and stay providing heat for like, I think 4 hours. On high, it actually is almost too hot. But yeah, you guys should probably check these out. I'll make sure there's a link to it. I have an affiliate link to these. I'm gonna do a video about it on Full 30 today, and I haven't filmed anything for today. This is your content for today. I have been busy boy. We had paperwork. We've just finished signing the grant deed. So we're closing this coming week. I'll have the money in my account. So, ooh, that thing is nice. I'll tell you what I did. I woke up and I was freezing. It's been raining. I took this and I put it through. I was like, because we don't run our furnace, so it's probably only, it was down in the 40s and raining last night, so it's probably only about 60 degrees in the house right now. But I put that down inside my sweatshirt. I was like, ooh, that's comfy. So yeah, that thing gets warm quick. I just feel it in there, it's warm. So yeah, if you guys are interested in those, I have a coupon code, but I'll put the link and coupon code down below in the description. If any of you hunters, because the thing is, if you don't want to use the disposables, the other option you have is that Zippo one that you have to use lighter fluid. Well, the animals can smell that. So if you're a hunter, this one doesn't put off any smell. Even the disposable ones will put off a smell. But this thing, that is warm. This gets way warmer than the disposable ones too. So yeah, these are fun. I'm glad they sent these. I'm gonna shoot a video. I'm gonna simulcast it. I'm gonna do a video for Full 30, but put it on here as well, so you guys everybody can see it. It'll probably go up today. I think they started their sale. I don't know how much. They sent me one, so I don't know how much they are. I usually like to until I get ready to do a video. I think they're like $30 though, and it comes with a charger cord. But it gets real warm. Like it's still warming up. It's comfortably warm right now, but it'll get hot enough that you're like, wow, that's almost too hot. You know what I mean? Like you just want a little bit of warmth, like not too much, like that burns. Don't need that. Yeah, it's a hand warmer. It's a little electric hand warmer. You can recharge it. That's what I was saying. I've got like I'm gonna pull. I have an affiliate link for these. My daughter has one almost identical to it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I said, I put it on my zipper and I dropped it down inside my sweatshirt. Now, if I was wearing like if I was wearing a bunch of insulated clothing, that would really stay. That heat would stay. That would be about. Oh, it's so warm. I love that thing. So yeah, I just tied it to my zipper. Yeah, I was gonna say when it's cold, I've been out. I've been out hunting and wanted to have fucking, those instant ones. You got to wait for them to warm up a lot longer. This is like 2 minutes. This thing starts warming up. And if you keep it in your pocket, it gets hot. So I'm trying to think. What else I was gonna tell you? Oh, guys, still doing the. Like I said, I'll put a link to it, and I have a coupon code. I'll put a link to it. I'm gonna do a video about it today, and then I'll put it up on Full 30 and here. Oh, coffee cups, guys. Yeah, the instant ones don't last that long. You can recharge this. That's what I was saying. Like we were getting my daughter. We bought one similar to this. We bought one similar to this for my daughter. She has a blue one, and I don't think it gets as warm, and hers doesn't have the battery that this one does. This one you can actually charge. It has a USB port, so you could charge your phone off of it while you're keeping your hands warm. It's like a 5,000 milliamp battery or something. There's a lot of battery power in there. But no, those when we were buying those instant ones for my kid for on the ice, they're like $1 each. And so we bought her a small rechargeable one similar to this, real similar. It's almost the same size and shape and everything, and she uses it all the time. And all we have to do is recharge it. And so when she's on the ice, she can just put this in her pocket and then just warm her hands up. Because I've been to some of those ice rinks. Some of those ice rinks are cold. So yeah, and it only takes like 2 hours to charge it. And it's got 3 different heat settings. So you got full. So, but yeah, and then you can set it to charge. You can check your charge levels, and you can set it to charge your phone that way when the blue light comes on, or on the red light. It doesn't really matter. Coffee cups, guys. Coffee cups. Go buy coffee cups. Hey, I've been to Canada in the winter. Here's the thing, like I'm out here in California. I spent a lot of time in the Middle East. I'm not a big fan of the cold anymore. Like I said, oh, we should go camping up in the high desert. I'm like, you guys know it's cold as shit at night in the high desert in the winter. You know that, right? Are you guys just stupid? We should go camping in the high desert in the winter. How about we go camping in the high desert in the spring? Maybe the fall. I'd be okay with that. Summer, it's hot. Way hot. If I can, let's go in the spring. When it's not like 9 degrees at night in the high desert. I stayed at my buddy's house. I'd been stationed in Japan for a lot of years, and I came out here and I stayed at my buddy's house the night before the Super Bowl. This would have been 04, 05 time frame. I was in San Diego for a school. Now in Japan, it does not get that fucking cold, guys. It doesn't. It's a moderate to tropical area I was in. It was hot, and it stayed that way, and it never snowed. It stayed. I only ever saw it snow twice, and in the entire time I was in Japan. So you got to remember, like, I'm coming from the tropics, and I come out here to San Diego, and I was like, yeah, I'll come up to your house and crash at your place. And I still smoked at the time, and he's like, yeah, come up and you can crash at our place, and we'll watch Super Bowl on Sunday. So I went up Saturday, rode up with them Saturday morning because I was out here for school. I didn't have a car or anything. So we get up to Hesperia, up into the high desert, and I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was freezing in their house, and I was like, I want to smoke a cigarette, and I went outside. I was dying. I was like, why is it so goddamn cold up here? High desert, like cold at night in the high desert. There's only 4 people here, but this is gonna be the content for today, because, like I said, I've been trying to get stuff done. I spent the weekend trying to get caught up on some stuff. We had a bunch of paperwork for the house to do and did our taxes. And now I have to do my final submission for that DVBE now that I have my taxes done. Taxes sucked this year because I didn't work for the majority of the year. I was on disability. So while I didn't pay taxes on any of that, that also means I didn't get a tax return on any of that. So last year we got almost, I want to say we almost got like 10,000 back because of home interest and all that stuff. This year, that's the only thing I'm gonna miss. That is the only thing I'm gonna miss about owning a house is claiming that interest on your income tax. It'll take your $4,000 tax return and turn it into a fucking almost $8,000 to $10,000 tax return, especially if you spent any money on anything in the house, like anything you fixed or bought. I was like, I am gonna miss that, but the new business will make enough money that I'm not really concerned about it. But so this year, instead of making, I think last year we made 8,000 on our income tax return, and that's because when I pay income tax, the way I have my income tax set up, I pay more than I need to because I treat it almost like a savings plan because I treat it like almost like a bonus. So at the end of the year, I get a lot of that back. Well, I haven't worked since April. I'm not allowed to work. Not a new business. So my business model's changing. Crazy Sharp is still going to be a business. I may still be doing some sharpening, but right now this is a test run. I shut down the sharpening. I really wasn't making any money on it anyway. It was actually just more of a way to get stuff in to the channel for videos. If you want to know the truth, it kind of turned into that. No one's sending me anything to sharpen. I don't know why. But the fact is, I shut it down because we're moving. Well, when we move, my new business is going to be what's called a disabled veterans business enterprise. So if you bid on a federal contract, you have to have the involvement of a DVBE in the construction world. So for these contracts that are federally subsidized that require a percentage of veteran input, DVBEs do this by being the supply chain. So if you need on a construction site, you need plywood ordered, you need dirt ordered, you need tubing for anything, you need lighting supplies, you need equipment to be rented, all those things. I'm that conduit. You tell me what you need. I talk to the vendors provide it. I pay the invoice. Well, you pay me the invoice plus my markup. And basically I become the supply chain for these construction companies. And it's a federally mandated for we're going to do it. I'm going to provide them a way to provide the same thing that other construction companies can, but within their budget, because I'm not going to take the cut that other DVBEs are because they're greedy and they want 10%. Now, if you figure 10% on $1 million project, well, that's $100,000. But now, not distributor. Distributor indicates that I have a stock of something. No, I simply am a vendor. You need this? There. Okay, hey you, take that there. Here's your money, there's my markup, 3 to 10%. So figure, 3% on a $15 million contract. What's that sound like? Well, my daughter's coach just canceled her session today. My wife just texted me. So you figure some of these projects are $100 million. Just for the consumable budget is probably close to 20 or 30 million of that. Majority of it is labor and stuff like that. But on a $100 million project, you're looking at probably 30% of that ish being consumables. If I make 3% of that 30 million, what's that look like? Do that math for me. It's silly not to do it. And the fact is, the business is floundering. I was about to close it anyway. I owe the Franchise Tax Board of California 2 years of back taxes. Hang on a second. No, I can't. I got to tell my wife I can't do that. No, I can't take her and wait and stay up there. I have to set paperwork off today. I was waiting because I had to do the taxes. I cannot take her at 10 and sit for 2 hours. Well, hello, dog. So I would love to say, yes, I can take my daughter all the way up to Carlsbad at 10, but then it's going to be 3 o'clock before I get home. I can't. I have other things planned for the day. So so you guys know, my daughter is doing like 2-hour sessions. So for me to get her for a 10 o'clock session, I have to be there by like 8:45. So she has time to warm up and then go on the ice for 2 hours and then come home. It's fucking hour from here. So if I got to have her there by 9, so she has an hour to warm up and do jump rope and stretch before she goes on the ice, that means I have to leave here now. And then 2 hours on the ice and an hour drive back. That would shoot my whole fucking day. And like I said, I am doing this right now. I need another cup of coffee. I'm doing this right now because I haven't had time to shoot any content, even though I have like the hand warmer I want to do. And I want to do a video about a couple other knives that are in right now. And don't forget, I'm doing that giveaway. If you guys haven't went to the February giveaway that I shot here a couple weeks ago, I'm giving away that Feldspar, which is a great knife. So but yeah, it's a change in the business. The sharpening, I'm still going to do videos and stuff like that, but there's not enough business for me to just continue trying to kill myself with the sharpening. I mean, you guys saw it. I spent 170 minutes on one knife the other day. It's a lot of time for one knife. I've got, these came in. So these are those stands. What was that? And they are forced to go with yeah. I mean, you could go with another DVBE, but most DVBEs, if the contract's not at least 100 million that they're going to be responsible for, like huge projects, then the markup's like 10%. So it's really expensive for these companies to pay 10% on their supplies. So my rate's going to be 3 for smaller contracts for some of these smaller businesses. Law of large numbers, people find that out and they're gonna be like, you do 3 for them? I was like, yeah, but here's the thing. I do that as a courtesy For you, it will be 5. And then I'm still under what most people are charging. Fucking love this thing, guys. So somebody made the comment because I was talking about this knife in a video, still saying this is the best knife I've ever owned, while it was on the in frame with the Sebenza. Now, why is this still, even though the Sebenza is an incredible knife and you guys know how much I love it, right in the same, the reason why this is still the best one, and it's not, I mean, I've already resolved my issues with that knife, but the flaws that I found in that Sebenza at $410, I did not find in this knife at $410. So yes, still, this is how I judge all other production knives. Now, is my Sebenza as good a knife? Yes, but there were some issues and flaws in that knife that are not present in this. This knife, for all intents and purposes, was perfect from the factory, with the exception, I just wanted that plunge to be a little bit larger. It didn't affect anything. It just came a little bit further back into the ricasso. I wanted that choil to be a little bit bigger, so I opened it up myself. So, yes, coffee. Never. The only issue I've ever had with this knife, and it has nothing to do with design, this knife gets dirty. And I think it's because of the Delron bearing race that's in there. I don't know if the plastic just gets the dirt, it just doesn't let the bearing spin as freely. And I'm not a fan of multi-row bearing systems. This has a multi-row bearing system. So there's no real flaw with it. This one, this is that Reate Horizon D with the CF and titanium. This is my personal... The edge that this thing takes is ridiculous. I wanted to film a sharpening tutorial, but I don't have my canopy. The sharpening tutorial is going to have a... I don't think they make these anymore. I've seen they've made a few here and there from time to time. Like they'll have them on a table at a show. This is M390. Mine is an M390. I don't know what the new ones are. I saw that I stopped by and said hi to Dave. You can see right there, M390. I stopped by and said hi to Dave at a show the one day, and I was like, Dave, still the best knife? And he points to the table, and he had some in Damasteel. Like this knife in Damasteel. I was like, I hate you, Dave. I hate you right now. But yeah, seriously, the best production knife I have ever owned, hands down, is this Reate Horizon D. I have another Reate that is every bit as stellar, and it's just, it's a Chavez, and I love it because it's Chavez, but I'm not gonna lie to you, that knife is every bit as well made as this knife. And Ramon did a really good job with that cat. Some people don't like it because it's thick and bulky and the pocket clips over the top and ostentatious. And I'm like, you know what, I'm fine with that. Every once in a while, I don't care if you know I carry a knife. At this point, everybody that watches this channel, almost 5,200 of us, know that I carry a knife all the time, constantly. Or you could always just call me. You got my phone number, Mike. That was Mike Phillips, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm that hard to get a hold of. I will tell you, I've stopped doing sharpening. I mean, for local customers, I'm still doing straight razors if I've already sharpened them once before, because I have a Splash and Go ceramic 12,000 grit, which a lot of times that's all you need. I have a couple Splash and Go ceramic stones that I can touch up straight razors on, but as for right now, don't just up and send something my direction, because there's a good chance I'm gonna say no. I've packed all my stuff up. There's no sharpening stuff in the bench out there right now. Weather's been shitty. The place I got robbed. Somebody broke in and stole the stuff that was in there. I don't have, my SIG is on the bedstand this morning. It's not like I could show you guys anywhere. YouTube has got that weird thing. Guys, the mugs are actually pretty cool. It's not the co-branded. See, this is a co-branded one that has Full 30 and myself on it. So I get as much per sweatshirt as I do per mug. Well, for guys like you, it's always going to be there's going to be some in there. So if you have to live there for a while, why pack stuff? I don't have to live here for a while. What I'm telling you is, as soon as I find a place, we're not paying rent here. I have to move anyway. I have to pack the stuff up because we're probably moving in the next couple weeks. I want to pack that stuff up so that that's not a rush. Hey, what's up, Murray? I just don't want it to be a rush. And so if I do that and I get it packed up and I get it put somewhere where it's the last thing, the sharpening stuff is going to be the last thing on the truck. I don't know yet. We're looking at a place in Spring Valley to rent. What workshop? I don't have a workshop. I put all of this in a video when I talked about this. I have a workbench here. I make knives at Fair and Forge. That's not my shop. That's Fair and Forge Knife Works. They're my friends. I use their shop. That's all. The workshop's not mine. So, at any rate, like I said, the plan is I'm going to clean this workbench up real nice and I'm going to put it in whatever bedroom is the place we're looking at is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. So that means that my office could just be self-contained. You have my own room, all that stuff. We're gonna have to figure out like some of the storage stuff, and how my wife does laundry. There's always a lot of laundry and stuff that winds up in my office. A lot of that stuff we're gonna have to take care of because the plan is that that's gonna be YouTube studio, like an action, no joke. Like we're talking like might put egg crates on the back walls and things like that. They're out of view. I'm gonna get one of the shower curtains, the Crazy Sharp shower curtains. I'm gonna hang that up as a backdrop. Like I might have shelves and stuff with goofy stuff on it because you guys know I have like some goofy stuff. Like my buddy bought me. I'll show it to you when it gets here. It's a head of broccoli, so it's a skull made out of broccoli. He got it for me and he sent it to me. I was like, I had said something like, I need this. And he took that as that I was serious, that I actually needed that. But now I have a goofy broccoli skull coming. I have that 5-inch round and everything. No, it's just it's 100% just a mold. It's like an epoxy. It's like a sculpture that looks like broccoli. I'll show it to you guys when it gets here. So yeah, I've got to try and film a couple things, and it's been hectic trying to film because I've been working on paperwork and stuff. And so when I normally would film, I did all of our taxes and I had to do our property stuff. We just refinanced, so I had to figure that and my interest that I paid for the year. I had to figure all of that. I had to figure, did we sell this property? No, we haven't sold the property yet. So all that stuff, So I've been doing all that paperwork. I finally got our taxes all done because when you own a house, it can be confusing and I have to have receipts because we have fixed things here in the house. And I did technically upgrade a couple things here in the house. I did some electrical stuff. So all the receipts for that I have to enter in. So taxes take a while if you have a house. You guys know this. We're all adults. Well, most of us. Bradley, calling you out. So it's just one of those things. Look, hey, it says Crazy Sharp on both sides of the mug. So with all that going on, I'm like, I'm just not doing the sharpening right now. Especially it's been crappy and raining. And I can't film out there because the light is horrible. You would think natural light would be great. It's really hard to film a video with the sun like pounding on you, and I'm like wearing my cowboy hat. And it's just like, this isn't. Everybody's gonna think it's a PDM video. I did that live sharpening the other day, and I was like, that's not PDM. It's just Barty's hat. So, but yeah, I'm gonna film that video sometime today for the hand warmers. I will simulcast it. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you had no idea that I haven't been pushing the merch, sweatshirts, coffee cups. I like the coffee cups. I think they're cool. I've always wanted a coffee cup with my own fucking company logo on it. Which technically that's the company logo. I don't know if you guys know that. That logo you see, that's technically the company logo. That's the one that is that's the one that will be on the website. That's the one that is on the little, if you watch my videos, you see there's a little watermark down in the corner. That's the logo for the watermark. So that's actually the brand logo. So, and then there's the MJE, which is my design logo for when I make knives. That's the one that's here. I'm trying to, this prototype, it's not on there as well. And then let me see here. There's that other one. There's another. I have to get this sent out. This was supposed to go. How? What? They have it on briefs. Let me see. How's the logo look on this one? I haven't pulled this one out of its box. This is supposed to have already went somewhere, and I keep forgetting to get old boy's address. Yeah, you can see it's a lot better in this. They have men's boxers and briefs and women's briefs with the Crazy Sharp logo, just for you. Yoga pants too, Frank. Yeah, the logo on this one is better than it is on my prototype. I like the handles on the full production version better than the. These were great. The protos were great. This just feels a little bit better in hand. It's not quite as rounded. Not quite as rounded. Lexi canceled you. Lexi canceled this morning. I don't know, because I have stuff that I have to do, so I can't take you all the way up to Carlsbad and sit there for 2 hours. So, but now that you're up, I'm gonna, as soon as I'm done with this live feed, I gotta start paperwork. Mama wanted me to take you at 10, but I have to do all that DVBE paperwork. Sorry, I'm talking to my daughter. So, so she's not gonna skate today. That sucks. Sorry, I would, if I had known, like if you guys had asked yesterday and I could have made plans to do it later.
We didn't know she was gonna cancel.
So. Yeah, I know, but like I said, I just can't spend the whole day up it.
I got new granola.
You got new granola. She got new granola.
It's like dark chocolate with strawberries.
Dark chocolate with strawberry granola. That doesn't sound healthy. Love Crunch. I don't know. Big Brown Sean. Here's the thing. We can't do drinking anymore. You guys notice that there's no beverages except for coffee? If you guys haven't noticed that lately, I'll tell you why. YouTube will automatically demonetize you. Good Mythical Kitchen actually talked about this, that they had several of their videos that make a lot of money, by the way, that were demonetized because they were drinking alcohol in the videos. You can't do that anymore. And so if you've noticed, I don't even use this. So I don't drink like all day anymore. Like I had an issue a while back. If you watch some of those videos, it had become glaringly apparent that I had gone off the rails a little. And it was a stress thing, and I was using it as a coping mechanism. So I don't do that. I had a guy say, he's like, I posted up, I don't know if you guys have been watching the premieres. So I have an ad that runs before the premiere, and it's an ad for this knife, but it's the black and white. What are you doing? It's the black and white video that I shot of that they were available, and I had a couple people go, "Oh, I didn't know they came in gray." And I was like, "They don't. The video was very clearly shot in black and white. Very clearly shot black and white. Very clearly." Well, guys, so am I. So am I. I don't know. Like, this one apparently is doing well. I don't know why we haven't tried to piggyback on the success of the Sea Snake, but that's a business decision for the owners of the company. I don't know why. It's obviously selling well. Why we wouldn't try and do the drop point. But right now, if you want a drop point one, you got to get a hold of me and pay a lot more than you would if Artisan was making it. A lot more. Lots and lots more. But then again, it'd be, you know, you get to pick your choice of steel and stuff like that. I will still make knives. Do I have a drop point to show at least? Yeah, a bunch of times. It's the second knife I ever made. It's in my bedroom. I'll go get it. I made it for my daughter. It was a birthday present. You guys have seen it. I've showed it enough times. I actually made the drop point one before I ever made the warning. So it looks like that's my sea snake. There's my stonefish. There's the, hang on a second. It's called the Habu. I made it for my daughter, but she doesn't, I mean, she's a 13-year-old girl with this. She doesn't need a small fixed blade knife right now. She may in the future. But I made it for her anyway because I could make something. Because I didn't have money for, it's this one. That's the prototype for it. So you can see it's just, no. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you make a knife, I'm gonna tell my buddy Jake this. If you're making knives for, when you really look at it, if you're making knives for $200, $250 for a custom piece, you're doing it for free. You must really just love doing it, because by the time you buy the materials and the abrasives, and then you're basically, that's all you're paying for. That's I mean, that's basically it. You're basically making enough money to make your next knife. That's it. Like, you're basically paying off the materials that you bought. $250. $250 knife. You want a $250 knife? Go get one of these. These were $250. Because you can't, like, everything I do, every bit of that process is done by hand. It takes hours and hours and hours for each step. I'm not doing like 500, 600 of anything. I'm doing one at a time. And for heat treat, I might be doing 3 things. And that's that's like a 10-hour day just in heat treat. I got 10 hours in it before I even do anything to it. I do too. It's just about perfect. And this would be great outdoors this would be a great outdoor knife. This one is actually the same thickness as this. That's where this thought process on this thickness came from, because the custom sea snakes were a lot thicker. And I was like, you know what, this one cuts so well and it's so thin, and it's this super thin behind the edge. Not gonna lie to you, this is super thin behind the edge. That one is actually thinner behind the edge than this one. And this one's pretty thin. This is not a thick knife at all. It's so freaking sharp. So here's what I would like to do. If you guys do purchase merchandise, send me pictures. Send me pictures. Email me pictures of you with my gear, with the merchandise. And I'm going to post it on the Full 30 forums, which is where that's basically where my merchandise store is. You can't turn, you can't, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This is, oh yeah, I have a custom mug, Steven. You didn't know? It's actually the steel travel mugs are actually on sale. No joke, they're on sale. I think they're like $10 off. So are the clocks, the wall clocks. The wall clocks are on sale. And I believe the buttons, the little crazy sharp buttons. If any of you have an attractive wife that you bought the yoga pants for, well, don't send me those pictures. That would just get me into trouble. And you, it would get us all in trouble, and your wives would never let you watch my channel again, and we'd be grounded, and we wouldn't be able to do these things. We could put them on the forum. So, who all is here? There's 13 people here. I am gonna have to get off of here though. I do need to start doing some of that paperwork. I need to get it all started, and I want to get it done as quick as possible. Go find me on full30.com. You can actually do the channel search now. It's Crazy Sharp. I did a video about these modular stands for pew-pews. I had to put the barrel. I did a video about these, how these work. So this is really, really clever. These are for pistoles, handguns, blasters. So what you do is you have multiple mount positions or mount tools. This is for a mag well, and you just stick it in, and then you kick it down, and then you have a modular stand. They don't have an app, but they have a website. They're just starting. I'm in on the ground floor of a new platform. So like I only got like 39 or 40 subscribers. I've only gotten like 1,000 views, but it all seems to be positive. And I'm porting some of my YouTube stuff over, and that's why you're going to see some stuff. But I had some stuff I had to shoot over there that had to get done because I was obligated. I had promised I would do it. So there was a couple things that had gotten put up over there, and I shot some content over there and didn't get anything shot for over here because it's just been busy. So if you want extra content that you're maybe not getting here, go over to Full30 and search my channel. Just go over to full30.com and search Crazy Sharp. And then under the search tab, make sure you just hit channels. So there's not much new stuff over there. I did an introduction video. I did a tactical lights video. I did the modular stands, which I think is my most popular video so far compared to how long it's been up. I'm going to do a video about these because technically I got these through Full 30 and my affiliate link. I really, like I said, I really do like this. I wished I'd had one of these. I wish this was around when I was hunting, because you always had a pocket full of those instant hand warmers, and you always have to pack that trash out with you, and you had to throw them away, and they were like $1 each. And then the other option, like I said, was the ones that ran on Zippo fluid. But one, they were dangerous. You catch yourself on fire with them, and two, they put off a smell, and so the animals could smell it. You had to be real careful. So unless you were behind a scent shield blind, you kind of like a shoot through windows for bow and arrow. Yeah, you were kind of screwed when it came to like keeping your hands warm. So, or having a hand warmer, I should say. Those are pretty nice. My daughter likes the one she has. So I'm gonna do a video about that. That'll be on Full 30. So at any rate, guys, I've got to I gotta go get this paperwork started. So I'm gonna get off here. You guys take it easy. I will see you next time. This, like I said, this is the content for today. Later.